Hello, we're live.
Hello.
Back for another one of these things.
Oh, right on time as well. It just started.
Oh, good timing. All right, so my name's Luke. This is Matt. And,
Hello.
we have 5 seconds left for the Nintendo Direct for E3 2019. So we're going to get all of our Christmases this time. Is Doug Bowser going to come out and do his thing? We'll see.
Nintendo wasn't on stage at Microsoft's conference, so Microsoft's going to have to be on stage at the Nintendo Direct.
Unless they're going to get Yves Guillemot out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that.
It's a bit harder when you do the video presentation, though. You can't just sort of get random people out on stage.
It's like a Smash thing.
Well, they've got more new characters to announce.
Probably.
Okay. It's got Link and Darklink.
It'd be amazing if it was... No, would be...
They've already got those in the game, I'm sure. That's Dragon Knight, dude? Dragon Quest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the hero. Yeah, cool.
It's good that I don't have to remember his name if he's just the hero.
Yeah, that's nice and easy.
Not one of the characters like Joker from Persona that's really going to get people hyped, though.
Yeah. So when Reggie was retiring, and there was some concepts going around there was like an image that had been drawn of him with a whole bunch of Smash characters, and I was like, I'm pretty sure this is an announcement that Reggie's going to be in Smash.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
They'd do it, but they're cowards, so... If they put Reggie in, they'd have to have his alternate form as Doug Bowser. Who is that?
It's either alternate skins or the same character, but in the same way that Pokemon can kind of swap out.
Shadow character.
Yeah. Oh, your shadow character makes sense.
I forget if that's the exact term they use.
But as a whole bunch of them. Yeah, I don't think people are going to be super hyped about that.
Smash fans will get what they want.
Yeah, they always do.
They've got like 4 more.
Actually, no, that's not true. They haven't got Banjo-Kazooie yet.
Whoop. Luke changed the settings and now it's broken.
Of course it is.
Here we go. I would like to play that.
皆さんこんにちは。
Hello, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi from Nintendo. In this Nintendo Direct for E3 2019, we'll showcase a variety of games, many of them coming soon. But before we dig into the next game, there is someone I'd like to introduce first.
Yes.
What? What are you doing here?
Wait a minute.
great.
There's been a bit of a mix-up. You're not the right Bowser. Sorry, but I'm the right Bowser for this presentation.
Not this way.
No, this way.
It's so dumb, but I love it.
Bye.
Maybe next time.
They were going to do it.
Are you related?
No, but we get that a lot.
Well, let's get back
Nintendo's
to it.
just silly. I
Please
love
take
it.
it away.
It's great.
Hi, everyone. I'm Doug Bowser from Nintendo of America, and I'm thrilled to join you for today's Nintendo Direct. This is our chance to show the world we have games for every type of player on Nintendo Switch. Whether you love action, RPGs, or you're just looking for something new, we've got you covered.
I bet you
Okay,
do, Doug
so let's
Bowser.
get a look
I
at
bet you
one of
do.
those games by taking a tour of Luigi's Mansion 3.
This does look cool.
Luigi's invited to a gorgeous hotel with Mario, Peach, and the others. Oh, lucky him. Luigi's Mansion 3. This hotel is much more than meets the eye, for not long after Luigi arrives, things take a dark turn. We begin our tour by taking in some
And the
sights
ghost dog sleeping in bed with him
sounds
wasn't a
you
clue.
may never leave.
Not at all.
Once.
Or the really, really creepy looking hotel.
The other guests certainly don't plan to move on.
By Luigi's
They're
Mansion 3,
ghosts,
you'd
after
think that he
all,
would have wised
and
up to
they're
this.
rather aggressive.
Yeah.
Simply scare them with the strobe bulb, then suck them up. Luigi's new Poltergust G00 has the powerful suction capabilities required and other new features as well. First, the slam. While trapping a ghost, slam it on the ground to inflict some damage. It helps to get other ghosts in on the action.
Luigi's learned from
Next,
Smash.
the suction shaft. Fire the plunger to attach it to something, then pull the string and you can destroy furniture and more. It's effective against certain ghost types too. Sometimes ghosts
Just
may
reminds me
feel
of that quote from,
inclined to gang up on you. In
Ubisoft's
such
Ghost Recon
situations, a
trailer.
burst should
Can't
do
kill
it.
ghosts.
The
Well, you guys haven't talked to
powerful air
Luigi.
pressure released will blow away ghosts, and it's perfect for when you need a little air. We simply can't overlook the latest invention from Professor Egad, namely
That's a great image to freeze on.
Gooigi. Change between Luigi and Gooigi to use both their skills. Gooigi can do everything from slipping through metal fences to walking on spikes. Indeed, there are obstacles too great for Luigi to handle on his own. And if you pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend, he makes for a great co-op partner. But proceed with caution. Gooigi and water definitely don't mix. Now please direct your attention to the Scare Scraper. Spooky? Sure. Yet it also houses up to 8 players for local or online co-op gameplay. Defeat all ghosts before time runs out. Seek and find our dear misplaced toads. And face any challenges the tower throws at you. Together.
So many Luigi sounds.
What a place to wake up in. A haunted hotel with floor after floor of oddities. Many traps and mischievous ghosts lurk within. What will befall our missing Mario and friends? And his dear brother Luigi? Their fate rests in your hands. Luigi's Mansion 3.
This looks like going along good.
I like it, the look of it a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Multiplayer looks like a lot of fun.
So that was Luigi's Mansion 3, the latest game in a series that I personally love. And we can look forward to seeing some of the new gameplay elements that await in this strange hotel as we dive deeper into this title on Nintendo Treehouse live at E3 2019.
Cool.
We'll be streaming content, some you've never seen before, right from the show floor, including live gameplay of Super Mario Maker 2. And on day 3, our Treehouse staff will get their hands on some promising indie games that are new to Nintendo Switch. While you watch today's Nintendo Direct, keep an eye out for this icon to learn what other games will appear on Nintendo Treehouse live at E3 2019. You won't want to miss it. Or this.
If it's a 2019 release, they're probably saving the exact date for another Direct.
Ogre slept too long.
Dark Crystal?
Far too long. Sing me your story. What has
Definitely Dark
become
Crystal.
of-
Yeah.
Thra, no! What have they done? Avarice unchecked for an age. Evil takes root. Darkness spreads. But from this dark light, brighter than the 3 suns, they spark to life. Heroes of Thra.
Is this a Netflix
strong,
collaboration?
Brave.
Maybe.
Strength and bravery.
Very XCOM kind of looking gameplay.
Or Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah.
Only together can you defeat what is to come. Heroes of Thra. They're going to need all the help they can get.
Well, that's an interesting thing to pop up.
Yeah, Dark Crystal Tactics. Cool. Why not? I'll be down for that. Animal Crossing?
No.
No. This would be an indie of some sort. Oh no, Link's Awakening. Yep. Man, can't wait.
It's super cute.
It's just like, because I missed this on Game Boy, I would never get to play it otherwise.
Yeah.
So,
That's looking really good.
oh,
Oh, that's a cool idea.
okay. But are you exploring them if you've placed them?
I guess. Yeah, like you're exploring your personal dungeons. Maybe you can share them with others.
That'd be cool.
That's really neat. Yeah, I like it.
It's 220. Very cool.
Action RPG Trials of Mana is getting a global release on Nintendo Switch. set destiny in motion with the power of mana.
Like one of those things I was cut out.
Trials of Mana.
Okay. I wonder how closely related to Secret of Mana that is.
Clearly a lot.
Yeah. Same font. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a woman with ashen hair.
Yep, Witcher 3 on Switch.
Oh no.
That's good. That's good. Interesting to see how it runs, because it's a pretty intensive game even on console.
Yeah.
Complete edition. Well, I guess it's the only way to do it, really.
Let's all agree to meet back at the monastery exactly 5 years from today.
Like a class reunion?
Fire
You
Emblem.
will come, won't you? Years ago, we fought here as classmates.
As big class reunions go, this one's gotta be the worst in history. What should we do, Teach?
Kill every last one of them!
Been hearing about this game for a
Still,
long time
we
now.
have no choice but to eliminate those who cling to unreasonable ideas of justice.
The art style is
Someone
super
must put
aggressive
a
on those
stop to
3D
the
models
cycle of the
because
strong
they're
trap.
indistinguishable from the actual animated scenes.
So the fell star consumes even the darkness itself.
Yet we have the strength to scale the walls between
I
us.
think
I will play
frame
this.
Join
rate.
our hands in friendship,
Yeah.
so we can open our true hearts to one another. That's how we win.
My teacher.
Both sides of time are revealed to you. What shall you do? How lovely it would be for this moment to last forever.
Yes, we can actually see chat. Speaking of chat was asking.
Nintendo Switch is the only gaming console you can play not only
Which
on your
still
TV
a
at
bit
home,
distracted.
but anywhere you go.
Just tiny bit.
In fact, with a system like this, it might be fun to play Resident Evil at a location like this.
Okay.
I'm listening. Which one, though? OG?
This is perfect, right?
This isn't Resident Evil 1. Doesn't look like any of them, actually.
No lights?
No lights. Hey, we're there.
No, that would be why.
Okay. Let's do this.
Resident Evil.
Can you open it?
Try. See what's through there.
Damn.
Did it just eat him? It's gonna come back. Okay.
The acting's pretty terrible.
Did I get it? I got it. Oh, I knew it.
The remake of the first game, or the remaster, I should say, is pretty decent.
Whoa.
Not Resident Evil 2 remake decent, but decent. Because Resident Evil 4 just released on Switch recently.
Resident Evil.
Okay, that might cover all of them then.
Yeah.
Playing a Resident Evil game in a place like that might not be my way to play, but I
mate.
bet you could find your way to play.
You want to play Res Evil and scare the crap
For
out of
now,
yourself, you got to play 7 in
please take a
VR.
Yeah.
It's good.
Was today the 4th of July? If not, is the Empire striking back or what? Looks like things are gonna get weird today. Hey, she!
I know what this is, but I love it already.
Find them? No.
Get some! As you can see, things got all funky real quick. There's probably some planet-eating type dude waiting for me up ahead. All yoked and powerful and trying to take over the world or something.
I've got no idea what this is.
No More Heroes.
Really?
Yeah, pretty sure.
A hero.
That's not Travis, is it?
What? There are no
I'm pretty sure that's Travis, man.
Oh, but
Yeah.
there totally are. My name is Travis Touchdown.
Good call.
I'm the last hero around, here to save the world. I'm also just a passing assassin. Now let's do this.
That
Start the game.
opening. The moment he's like, yeah, he just strips down to his underwear and then gets into a mech. Like, that's awesome. That's so funny.
Welcome back.
It's the sort of thing you look at and go, there should be a cartoon series of that.
This is Kaiser. He led an elite team of Contras during the war.
Oh my god. Okay, these graphics.
HB is actually a
awful.
cyborg. I love him so much.
Yeah, that was.
This is Miss
Contra was
Harakiri and her
mentioned.
alien gut bucket. They survived by merging together
No, this is
during the
lame.
Alien Wars. The gentleman, the sweetest bug you'll ever meet.
You soiled my armor.
If this has got Contra in it, I don't think it's just Contra.
Yeah. It's apparently Contra. Those graphics are so nasty. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, look at the recoil on the models. It's like,
The recoil, but also the textures look like it's just heavily bump mapped and it doesn't look realistic. It looks muddy, like a student straight out of university. The textures for that.
yeah, yeah. Apparently the demo that they released of this was received pretty well.
Oh, really?
I've arrived.
Don't give up.
Begin the mission.
It's your call, rookie.
The battle's already started?
If you get in our way, we will eliminate you.
A new awakening draws nigh.
That looks really cool. Like action and mechs. Like I'm a fan of mechs, so
I like the music.
yeah.
What?
that dragon have a machine gun?
Sure.
That's what it sounds like. Oh, it's Panzer.
Oh, wow. Haven't seen that for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if you can bring back Commander King.
Hello, I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo. Earlier this month, we held a Pokemon Direct for the latest games in the series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. The developers from Game Freak showcased the new Galar region, the location of your new adventure, and some new Pokemon you'll encounter there. It will be a while until these
show us
games
more
launch,
Pokemon?
so please stay tuned.
No.
By the way, in these games, you can use certain functions of the Pokeball Plus accessory, allowing you to take a Pokemon from one of these games out for a stroll through the real world with you. You may not be able to use the device as a game controller, but if you spend some quality time with a favorite Pokemon of yours, then something good might happen. In the Nintendo booth at this year's E3, fans can play Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield for the first time anywhere in the world. In this gameplay demo, you can challenge one of the gyms in the Galar region, the one and only Water Gym, where the Water-type gym leader Nessa will be there waiting for you. If you're attending this year's show, I encourage you to experience a battle between Dynamax Pokemon.
I actually really like the art style
strategy
for this one.
region.
Like, the characters in particular is really good.
Also, immediately after this Nintendo Direct,
modern cartooned it up just enough.
Stay tuned for live gameplay of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield on Nintendo Treehouse Live. And now I'd like to shift gears. Please have a look at this.
The Astral Chain? Yeah.
I've been waiting for you. As you know, Earth is currently under extra-dimensional attack. Chimeras. Like the ones you've
I've
just
never honestly played one.
First time.
I think this is the first one.
At this rate,
Oh, the first one. Okay. Yeah, well, I haven't played it. Nobody, clearly nobody has.
We're facing
This is a
I haven't heard of it.
This is a platinum game.
Right.
Through blood, sweat, and years of research, we finally made it. The ultimate counter-chimeric weapon.
It's like Bubblegum Crisis style future cops and mechs.
Chimeras.
Oh, that sounds cool.
We established control and made powerful allies. I'm referring, of course, to the legions.
I'll give you some parting advice. Your power, it's not the blessing you think it is.
When a Legionis and a Legion are perfectly synchronized, it's like they're two parts of one body.
No use! The override release isn't going through!
That's impossible.
And when half of that body is about to die, the Legion's survival instincts kick in to save it.
No way! There's no way! What good
Just
could this
a regular day on the job. On the
It's a
force.
shot, but it's the only shot we have. It's all up to you.
Cops deal with this all
A
the
blessing
time.
from the Legion. Or maybe I should say, a curse.
We can't turn back now.
I've
Gotta know the whole truth. He's still alive out there. I know he is.
Oh, it looks really cool.
Yeah. I anticipate it will play quite well. Definitely a Christian game.
Oh, this is the George Romero Paradox crossover. Which is apparently a strategy game.
Really?
Which is super interesting. Like, the creator of Doom doing a strategy, I'm super keen. Plus, Paradox just does good shit.
Yeah. A Western. Okay.
Mafia themes.
There's definitely not enough Mafia theme games.
Empire that looks really good. Like kind of top-down strategy. Yeah.
So it's like a mafia crime empire builder.
Death by our hands is not an honor they have earned.
Avengers.
They deserve something much worse.
Oh, Ultimate Alliance, I should say.
Yeah, Ultimate Alliance.
Even with this stone at my command, this may not be a battle we can win.
Whatever's happening, we can beat it. Keep fighting.
Looks better than the Prezzo they showed last year.
Jump in anytime now, darlings.
Just a ridiculous amount of characters.
They will pay for what they've done in blood. All hope is fleeting in the face of Thanos.
Did they confirm Squirrel Girl, though? That's a genuine question. I wouldn't be surprised if she is.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because apparently she's one of the few characters that have actually beaten Thanos in the comics.
Yes. Yeah, I've heard that.
Awesome. I'm super hyped for this.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder if they've got Danny Baranowski back for the music. Sounds like it.
It looks so fucking good.
Hell yeah.
Oh, another Mario. Okay.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympics? Yeah.
Yeah.
Peach just getting knocked the fuck out. Okay.
So, what do you think so far? Now for some follow-up information on a game that fans have been waiting for. Please take a look.
A game that fans have been waiting for, you say?
Your attention, please.
Oh my god.
The Nook Inc. Getaway Package charter flight will soon be arriving at the deserted island.
Yep. Which probably means it's not coming out this year.
Nook Incorporated. Wow, the graphics look so good it doesn't feel like Animal Crossing.
They really can't go anything less than this at this point, though.
Oh, no, like, it's a really good thing. Like, it looks really pretty. But it's just, like, it's such a step up from the other games.
Oh, yeah. So this kind of feeds into the Pocket Camp vibe they did. If it's a deserted island.
Oh, that's cool.
So I've played a lot of Animal Crossing-like games, but I've never played Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I've played a lot of it. I actually used to play all the time on my 3DS.
What a capitalist
49,800. Yeah, that's nothing.
Originally,
just for
we
a
announced
flight
this title as a
and go to an
2019
island.
release.
Goes to jail.
Oh, it does.
However, we need to change its release date to March 20th of 2020.
Okay.
To ensure that the game is the best it can be, we must ask you to wait a little longer than we thought. We hope you look forward to the latest installment of Animal Crossing.
That's going to super disappoint some people, I think.
Yeah.
On Nintendo Treehouse Live, the game's producer, Mr. Nogami, and the director, Ms. Kyogoku, will come on for a live demonstration of some early moments in the game, so please stick around until it starts. By the way, there are many different types of games coming to Nintendo Switch from Nintendo and our partners. So, we've prepared a highlight reel to show you what's in store for 2019 and beyond. Let's have a look.
And beyond, you say?
Spyro.
Oh, it's the Reignited trilogy. Yeah. Silk Song, fuck yeah.
Minecraft Dungeons.
Yeah, so good. That's going to be awesome on Switch.
Yeah.
They'll sell a gajillion copies of it as well. This looks cool.
My friend Pedro looks amazing.
Great, but not a game I play on Switch. Also, probably not a game I play on Switch.
Youngblood on Switch. Alien Isolation. That's amazing.
That is definitely a game I'll play on Switch. What is this?
I thought it was the Stranger Things game.
Oh, of course. It's hard. Huh. Sure, why not? Hell yeah.
So much shit. It's ridiculous.
War Smash?
Oh. Banjo-Kazooie? Are you serious?
Yeah,
that was a puzzle piece.
That's going to make a lot of people happy.
Holy fuck. So they are working with Microsoft. No, what? That's the exact move for those just easy. Come on.
Oh, what a troll. No, there he is.
That is awesome.
That's such a great troll.
They've got to be working with Microsoft to make that happen.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
He's a good fit though, he really is.
Oh, it's perfect for Smash.
What a fucking boss.
Oh, that is so cool.
So that's 2 characters down. I think that leaves 3 more? No, Joker included? Maybe 2 more. Because they said there's going to be 5 DLC characters total, not including the Piranha Plant.
Right.
So I think it's 2 more.
That obviously wasn't Duck Hunt Silhouette, was it? Please stay tuned for more information about DLC in the future.
Insert Nicolas Cage,
As for
you don't
Nintendo
say
Switch,
meme.
we have more games in development beyond what we've shown you today. I'm looking forward to the day we can introduce them to you. Speaking of, before we end this direct, I actually have one more thing to show you. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time.
Come on. What is this?
That's Zelda.
No.
We're getting our Majora's Mask expansion type thing.
Holy shit.
Oh, the music is so good. Super creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna be playing as Zelda, aren't we? That seems to be heavily kind of indicated by some of those snap scenes there.
Mm. Is it a remake? DLC? I'm still getting a big Breath of the Wild vibe from this.
It's a sequel.
Oh, sick!
Fucking hell.
Sick! No name, though.
It's the Majora's Mask of Breath of the Wild, essentially. Like, it is a sequel using the same engine and everything, and it's a direct sequel.
Which is perfect.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Well, think about it. Why would they build that fantastic engine and not use more
Hey,
of
good morning, everybody.
It's
and
so good.
welcome
Like,
to
it
E3
completely made me
2019.
interested in playing Zelda games.
I'm Doug Bowser from Nintendo of America.
so I think this is the
and he
Treehouse
is Bill
now, so we'll
Trinan
just
from Nintendo
switch the
Treehouse. We're here for the Nintendo booth. We're going to spend a couple of minutes talking about what we just saw in that Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
And we're
That
going to
was
give you a sneak peek of the booth.
interesting. What's your take on that?
So what part?
Yeah. Well, overall, I felt it was a fairly muted.
It was
direct.
very muted.
Mm.
But interesting in terms of what it could potentially mean. Like, the Zelda thing was super, super interesting. But Banjo-Kazooie... So I had jokingly said, that Doug Bowser was getting on stage with Microsoft.
Yeah.
But clearly there's some cooperation going on there. I would not be surprised at all now if, the Minecraft guy ends out actually being a character in Smash. Like, that is an extremely good fit. And that would work very, very well with Minecraft Dungeons being a thing being released on Switch as well.
Absolutely. Like one of the characters specifically from that.
Yeah. Like a character specifically from that, or you have your character variations become variations like what are in Minecraft Dungeons. But that sort of cooperation between Microsoft and Nintendo, if Microsoft has basically given them free reign to use Banjo-Kazooie, like, that just makes sense, right? Like, Rare still own Banjo-Kazooie as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of potential in that. I'm pretty keen on seeing where that goes. So
when was the last Banjo game? We're talking like 6 years ago or more, aren't we?
Way longer, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna look it up.
So having him rendered for like a modern console is something that has not happened yet.
That art style is entirely different from any sort of Banjo-Kazooie game that happened recently. Nuts and Bolts was the last one, and that was 2008. So over a decade. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Huh. Because I guess the stand-in that we had, which wasn't anywhere near as good, was Ukulele. So, Very cool. So, yeah. I liked the little Doug Bowser bit at the beginning. I thought that was good. Just
that was cute.
Just that nod to the fan service, yeah.
Yeah, that was super cute.
And now they don't have to do it every year.
They will though. You know they will.
Yeah, I hope so.
At some stage, they will have Bowser come out, and it will sound like Doug Bowser. And they'll just have the entire one with him speaking.
They need to do the puppet Doug Bowser.
Puppet
the
Doug
Muppet
Bowser.
one, yeah.
Doug Bowser's head on Bowser's body.
Absolutely. So, we got a fair bit of Zelda in that conference, all things considered.
Yeah.
So we had
we did.
Cadence of Hyrule. We had a bit more on Link's Awakening. We had the new Zelda game that's in development. And am I forgetting one other thing? A little bit of Link and Smash, but that was just footage.
Yeah, I think you got all of it basically. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's almost like what Square did with their Final Fantasy content.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was super interesting. The tactics style game for Dark Crystal, that looked really intriguing.
Yeah, it makes sense as well since Dark Crystal's got a Netflix series and everything. So like that makes good deal of sense for them. And Netflix was super keen on partnering up with game studios to make sure that they were Netflix games basically happen.
It seems like we've had a lot of subtle Netflix stuff connected to a number of the press conferences now. Like they haven't made a huge deal of it. Like they haven't flashed up Netflix logos on screen or anything like that. No. But it's been definitely present in a number of things.
It's their IP, and I think that people know it's their IP. But they don't need to go waving their flag around because I don't think they're interested in being like, we're going to be a big thing in the gaming space.
Yeah.
But they recognize the value of having games about their properties, right? Definitely. Like especially Stranger Things. Like Stranger Things, that the audience for that are going to be very, very strongly gamer leaning.
Totally.
In a lot of cases, just because of the nature of the show. So,
I think the nature of the show actually makes for a compelling game setting as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Which maybe a potentially unpopular opinion, but I think the game that they're making, the Stranger Things game they're currently making, is not the game that setting deserves. Like a weird kind of top-down action brawler is not what I think of when I think of Stranger Things.
Yeah, not a brawler for sure.
Yeah. But like, there's so much potential in there for you could totally do the top-down action brawler, but have it be the kids, and they're sitting at the table playing Dungeons and Dragons, and when you go into the top-down action brawler part, it's them playing the character, right? And that would be kind of a neat way to kind of frame a story in Stranger Things, but instead we've got just the cast of the show in town beating up. It's just weird. It doesn't feel right for Stranger Things. Maybe they'll justify it really well, and I'm giving it a hard time, but I'm not.
Well, I mean, Season 3 will probably have its own theme, because the Dungeons & Dragons thing was very much a Season 1 thing, and then Season 2 they switched it up to the video arcade was really the focus. So
I think the fair is going to be the thing with Season 3, because that's been a lot in the advertising.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely.
But like it would make more sense. At least that gives you a framework that kind of ties in something to the show, because unless they kind of frame it as, this is an arcade that's in straight. I don't know. I don't see how it works. I'm all for narrative framing, and I just don't see it with the Stranger Things game that they've got announced.
Yeah. No, I agree. So what else am I forgetting? We had a bit more Astral Train footage. It looked pretty cool.
The new Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Like that looks really cute. I haven't played an Animal Crossing in a long time. I haven't put out my 3DS in a long time. It's probably sitting around here somewhere gathering dust. But that was back in like 2013 that I was playing Animal Crossing on my 3DS, and I really enjoyed it. But I kind of realized that you have to be a massive Animal Crossing fan to get the most out of Animal Crossing. Like basically, playing that game every single day almost as a chore.
Yeah.
To keep up and gain more stuff in it.
Yeah.
But I'd be very keen on getting that on the Switch, and you're putting in a day or a week or something like that just to mess around inside of it and do things with cute animals like that. That just seems like fun.
Yeah. You know what I find interesting about the way they showed Animal Crossing though is, and I guess technically it's not announcing a delay because it's not like they ever announced a release date to begin with. But I think that they must have, similar to what was happening with Metroid, they must have at least been cognizant of the fact that the public had an expectation about the window that this thing was going to be out in. And, I mean, you never want to really come on stage and announce a delay at E3. Like, that's a better thing to get out ahead of the conference. So,
absolutely.
I'm wondering why they chose not to set expectations beforehand and sort of say, hey, you know, Animal Crossing is in development, but we don't have a lot to show this year. We're going to be showing more later in the year. But I guess they've got it at the Treehouse stuff. So.
Yeah. I think people would have been disappointed if there was no Animal Crossing announcement at all.
Mm-hmm.
So at least by coming out and saying, hey, look, we are working on Animal Crossing and this is what you can kind of expect, but it's not going to be this year. Right. I think that's actually a really kind of good approach to it, because too many game studios are like, here's a game that we're working on. And then 3 years later, they're like, oh, yeah, well, we're still working on it. We haven't taken it to E3. And it's like, well, why did you show it at E3 3 years ago if it was, you know, more than 3 years out? Totally. And a lot of those games just evaporate, right? Whereas I think Nintendo's taken away the really positive response from how they dealt with Metroid and are kind of running with that. Like, let's be completely open about our development and the fact that, you know, so, hey, yeah, Animal Crossing is doing good, but it's not quite where we want it to be. So we're going to delay things a little bit so that it can be the best game it could possibly be. And gamers will love that, right? Like, they will love that, just that openness. I think especially from Nintendo, let's be honest, Nintendo's won a lot of goodwill. If EA were to come out and they were to say, hey, we're going to delay, you know, this next Star Wars game for a while to make it the best it can possibly be, I think most people wouldn't be, you know, kind of taking that with a grain of salt.
Oh, totally. But the big difference is that Nintendo's proven that they can deliver on the actual quality.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, EA has not, and that's what I mean about, you know, Nintendo's won a lot of goodwill that people will just accept that.
Yeah, for sure.
Quite honestly, like I think Bungie, if they were to announce that Shadowkeep needed another 3 months, you know, the Bungie fans at this stage would basically be like, go ahead. You know, like, whatever you need to do to make that thing the best it can possibly be. And I think, you have to
interesting comparison though, because I think the big difference between an ongoing live service game is that you've got to keep the audience that's playing that game still entertained and happy in the meantime.
Absolutely.
Whereas if it's a new title that people are waiting for that hasn't launched yet, I think people are happy to wait because they can just play something else in the meantime.
Yeah.
So
I think if, God forbid, if that were to ever happen, like, we're talking theoretical events now, but if that were to happen, I don't think if Bungie could get away without putting something in the game to keep people satisfied in the meantime, like, you know, we're going to be running these events or something like that, or, you know, bringing back some old stuff from Destiny 1 so that you can play around and stay amused for the next 3 months.
For sure. I reckon certainly in their back pocket, I reckon they've got a, you know, break glass in case of emergency Gallop quest. Yeah. Just bring that back.
The thing that I want them to bring back from Destiny 1 that would totally be excellent in an emergency, you know, break glass in case of emergency situation, is the fucking Sparrow Racing League. Like, in Destiny 1, I loved Sparrow Racing League. It was great fun. Like, it was a really fun game mode. I thought it was super underrated.
Well, in the meantime, you'll just have to content yourself with Mario and Sonic at the Olympics instead. So.
God. I kind of feel disappointed that was at Nintendo Direct, honestly. Because that kind of feels like they're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Because let's be honest, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics is that kind of bargain bin game, you know, that it feels very low effort.
It is.
Like, there's clearly effort put into it, but
we're not the target audience. That's all it is. It's a family sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a family game. Yeah.
And timing-wise, I mean, the Olympics are next year, so they couldn't bring it out any other E3.
Oh, yeah. They had to bring it out. But this is like we're going to discuss in the podcast tomorrow because Adrian was talking about it today, but I'm going to say it now. You have to know your audience when you're talking about these things, and the reason that E3 is structured the way it is with so much marketing jargon that it's just brain melting is because E3 was created for companies that were selling products to come in and decide on things to buy to sell. And so they would be sold to, because a lot of these people that are buying that crap have no idea about games. And so they're just having to, you know, basically listen to the marketing jargon. Nintendo is actually really at the forefront of making E3 not shit because of the fact that they've basically gone, well, why are we still trying to appeal to these why are we trying to appeal to journalists, and why are we trying to appeal to not existent stores people that are actually coming in to buy our games when we could just be talking directly to the consumer? And at that point, it's a really good thing. But Microsoft and Ubisoft and EA, actually EA was pretty good this year, I think. But like Ubisoft was definitely kind of doing a bit of that, look at all this really cool stuff we can do in our game and all this. And like, it's just, Nintendo's really nailed, hey, E3 at this point, its primary audience is people that play video games. It's not people that resell them.
Yeah. So it's not the shareholders that are looking at, company,
absolutely
big media presences and things like that anymore.
Yeah. And so I think that Nintendo nails that, but at the same time, who in Nintendo's direct audience is the people that play Mario and Sonic at the Olympics? Right? Because your Nintendo's audience are going to be the hardcore kind of Nintendo fans, and I don't know if there's much crossover with those and Mario and Sonic at the Olympics.
I'd say that there would be a decent amount of crossover to the sort of players that would go in for like a Mario Party, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe I'm giving it a hard time, but certainly for me, it's a game that's just like, it's unfair to say that it's a bargain bin game, but it's certainly not, I think, the Nintendo Direct audience game, right? Like that's where you pull out hey, Animal Crossing, but it's delayed, and that audience still goes, fuck yeah, Animal Crossing, but no, I don't think many people are going to be on Twitter going, fuck yeah, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics.
Oh, no way. Yeah, no, that's a fair point. Yeah.
Right?
So,
but then there's indie titles that people would just go nuts about if they turned up on the Nintendo Direct. There's so much really good stuff. Like you said, this felt really muted. And I think it was just kind of highlighted by
Witcher
that.
3 is a very big win for them. I mean, that kind of leaked out ahead of time, but there's definitely a huge fandom around that game. And if someone, for whatever reason, hasn't played it yet, that's pretty accessible way. I mean, people who travel a lot are going to love sinking their teeth into something as easy as that. So
it's hundreds of hours of gameplay in that freaking thing.
Oh yeah,
that's a dangerous game to play on the Switch. Like
all the expansion content, I think together is about as long as the base game. So
yeah, it's one of those games where I want to play it, but I don't have that much time anymore. And especially when I want to play other things, like that's a massive time investment.
Well, Matt, maybe you can find some time to play it on the Switch.
Yeah, I mean, like I do have a pretty long transit period on the train to get to and from work. So I used to actually take my Switch with me on the train, and because like, hey, I can play on this on the train instead of my 3DS. It's much better in my hands. And then you could play Breath of the Wild on the train, and it was freaking great.
Absolutely. There are certain games that I think are much better lent to that sort of thing. Games that you can pause and save quickly, I think, are good ones for that. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, that was pretty much the last big E3 showcase that we're going to be covering in this style. But we do have a podcast tomorrow night in which we're going to be talking at length about everything we've seen this week. So that's going to be really cool.
It'll be good fun. I'm looking forward to it. This year's E3 has been much more muted than I think I was expecting. But it'll be good to kind of talk about that and why it might be.
I think there's been some really positive surprises amongst all of that. I think there has definitely been some hype moments. Not all of them relating to Keanu. But I think part of it is just the fact that we're near the end of the current sort of cycle with the current console generation and that sort of thing too. So people are kind of, I guess, rallying their forces for the next gen push, and so there's going to be a few things that we'll have to wait for. But I mean, that being said, if you to take all of the release dates and things that have been announced throughout this E3 and look at what the calendar for the next 12 months looks like now, there's a fuckload of really good shit coming out.
Yeah. Like it feels a little bit like this year's holding pattern, because I remember last year's E3, like we were looking at the end of the year last year. When E3 rolled around, it was like, holy shit, there is so much crap coming out in this month. And I know, like, the start of this year in particular, there was a whole bunch of announcements at E3 last year that was like, man, the start of 2019 is going to be freaking busy for games, right?
Yeah.
But But right now with this E3, it's basically like, well, 2019. There's not a whole lot to kind of tide us over. But 2020.
I'm going by gut here because I'm going to have to go back and check some of these dates. But I seem to get the impression that July is going to be stacked this year with some good stuff. And then we wait until about September, October for things to start ramping up again. And then November is just mental. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be definitely interested to see that. It certainly felt like, especially the Microsoft conference, having gone through and watched that, most of the stuff was 2020. Like, and it feels like I wonder what. Okay, here's what might be lining it up. So when does the Stadia release?
Oh, didn't they say it was? I want to say it was October for the Founders Edition.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go back and check that.
I'm wondering that if everybody's kind of in holding pattern because they're waiting to see how streaming tech kind of works out. Because one of my other game dev friends was pointing out on Twitter, like, hey, you know, there's a lot of companies throwing money at an unproven technology right now, right? Like they're all throwing cash into the streaming tech pile, but we don't know how that's going to go yet. And my gut feeling is it's not going to end particularly well, but we'll see. But I do get the kind of the impression that maybe they're all kind of hanging out for that to start happening, and that's why we've got a fairly major gap in those games, right? Like Microsoft, it makes sense as well. You know, Sony as well. They're going to be wanting to save all their really good stuff for console launch, because they're both prepping for new consoles, which kind of leaves Nintendo to fill in the gap. But even this was fairly quiet for them.
Well, before Nintendo learns how to do all this cloud services stuff, they have to work out how the internet operates first. So
Nintendo won't bother. Like I think like Nintendo is much more keen on completely deviating from the norm because that's worked incredibly well for them.
Yeah. Well, why worry about Play Anywhere on the cloud when you can just take your console with you?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. And they'll be more interested in you doing that and just downloading your games to a device and taking it with you, because they've nailed gaming on the go pretty much.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of these other companies are kind of like, hey, let's do streaming to devices as a service to kind of, you know, make all gaming on the go without taking into account like, hey, well, I'm not going to go and, you know, stream Halo Infinite to my mobile phone because I have limited data.
Well, here's an interesting conspiracy theory for you. Given that Switches are effectively internet-connected mobile screens, what's stopping them from actually using Stadia?
On the Switch?
Why not?
I think, yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't know. You certainly could, but the way that Stadia works kind of keeps you tied to your house, at least in Australia. I know in the United States, there are certain mobile data plans that you can get. They're unlimited data. But here in Australia, it's very much a matter of, well, okay, God forbid you have like, I'm paying for 5 gig and I can, you know, scrape by in a month without using all of that up just by watching YouTube videos in the train.
Yeah.
God forbid I was playing a game with Stadia.
Yeah,
on my phone.
I certainly wouldn't use Australia as the baseline standard for this kind of stuff, though.
but even in the United States, like it's not the norm to have unlimited data. Like that is definitely not the norm. So Stadia keeps you tied to your house, so it just kind of makes you wonder, like, why bother them with streaming tech? I don't know what the niche it's trying to fill is, other than, you know, if streaming tech actually works, that's another reason for actual physical stores to just shut down, and it's another, you know, piece of revenue that these companies can just snap up, basically.
Yeah,
you know, cut out the middleman. We don't need them anymore.
For sure. Yeah. Oh well, Nintendo have at least got the online store thing reasonably sorted because their library's pretty impressive.
Finally, it's only taken like 10 years.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. Well, anyway, we might just leave it there because it's getting pretty late. But for anyone who's joined us and anyone who's catching this later on the VOD, thank you very much for watching and listening along. And look forward to chatting about a whole bunch more of the E3 week in video games tomorrow night on Party Loaded Prime. So, yeah.
Mighty Loaded Prime.
Well,
I like
we've got to separate them somehow, don't we? Anyway, so I guess that's it for us. So thanks very much. My name's Luke.
My name's Matt.
And we'll be back with a podcast in the very near future. But for now, thanks very much. We'll see you later.
Catch you, gang.